you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, you need to pay attention to this. More than 800 million people are on Facebook, which means all of the users combined would form the third largest country in the world. But as our online profiles are growing, so is our lack of privacy and protection. Joining us now to discuss this is lawyer and the author of the book, I Know Who You Are, and I Saw What You Did. Lori Andrews, great title for that book. Nice to see you this morning.
Sure.
So explain to us the context, first of all, the amount of people, first of all, that are on social media. We're putting more and more out there, but is it coming back to hurt us?
Yeah, and we're putting more and more intimate information, our political beliefs, who we're having sex with, and so forth. But 1/3 of employers say they look at people's Facebook page and don't hire them if there's a photo of them with a drink in their hand, even if it's an innocent wedding photo. 1 in 5 college admissions officers are looking at applicants' social network pages and rejecting them based on what they find there.
One of the things you say, though, is that women are actually feeling the brunt of this discrimination more than men. How so?
Well, it turns out that if a woman shows any sexuality, if she's got a sexy photo on her MySpace page, she can have her child taken away in a custody case. The judges don't even look at how the child is faring. Also, the employers say they reject people wearing provocative clothing. Now, they're not going to reject you in your great suit and your yellow tie, but if a woman is wearing something a little low cut, they could reject her. So it is disadvantaging women.
You have put together this social network Bill of Rights, which I like. We're going to put a bunch of them up here on the screen. The right to connect. We'll talk about all of these. The right to privacy of place and information. Who is this for? Is this for the individuals putting themselves up on social media? And is it expected then that the employers would look at this social network Bill of Rights and say hands off?
Well, in other countries, they're already adopting laws saying that employers can't look at your social network page. In Finland, employers can't Google you. And so I'm hoping for courts to follow these and also for people to follow them in terms of buying their technologies. Some people don't realize how their gadgets can be used against them. If you download a program that enables remote use of your mic, some data aggregators are collecting information. Are you at home? Are you in a bar? Are you eating? Are you having sex? And using that information to send ads to you, but also they market that information to employers, insurers, and others. So if you've done a Google search for hand tremors, even if you've done it for someone else, an insurer or employer might decide against you, thinking that you yourself are ill.
And may have some sort of an ailment, therefore might not be selected for a job. Very often we hear the story about Congress or legislation being so far behind the times of technology. You know, we don't allow employers to ask questions for references, specific questions. Is this a new version of not asking references by going on Google and trying to find dirty laundry?
Absolutely. And in fact, now the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has adopted a regulation that says you can't use medical information that you found on a person's social network page in making decisions about hiring or going forward. But most judges haven't caught up with this at all. Right. Even though we really have a right to privacy in other areas of our life, we don't in our online life. And so the judges have said, you've lost your right to privacy on an affirmative keystroke.
Right. You don't
even
read those,
your emails
you read those
aren't
terms
private.
And conditions and you say agree and you're on Facebook, you're putting yourself out there. You have to know what's in there.
It's so funny. One website, as a joke, last April 1st, put, by agreeing to these terms and conditions, you give us your immortal soul. And 88% of people gave up their immortal soul.
Yeah, they don't read them when you click accept and agree. Lori Andrews, the book is called I Know Who You Are, and I Saw What You Did. Pick it up and read it. And, of course, all of those new Facebook timeline changes. There's so many layers of privacy. Go through there, set them up for yourselves, and don't share what you don't want out there. Lori, great to see you this morning.
Oh, terrific to be here.